Next participant. Over to
I
you,
hope
Rishi
I'm,
sir.
I hope I'm
Yeah,
audible.
next participant is CA Vikal Jain. I request the participants to please refrain from sharing their contact details. Thank you.
Audible and nicely audible. Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Yes, you're
Continue.
yes,
Am I
you're
audible?
audible, Vikalji.
And my screen is visible, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So what I'm going to cover here is, see, today we are sitting in September and we are analyzing the account. The main problem is with the accounts is debtor aging, creditor aging, and whenever it's come with the tally. So what people generally do, what parties do, they are just posting their entries in own account. Not they are not maintaining account based by bill by bill. So what I have done is I have simply export my all ledger into a PDF file, and you can do so by simply exporting group ledger. So Tally has an option to export all the ledgers in one PDF, which is a group option. Now, if you will see, I have four debtors over here, and I have exported it from the dummy data. And now you will see here we have different debtor name and different balances. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a debtor aging based on this Google Colab. Now what is Google Colab and how it is going to work here? So if you will see, Google Colab is basically provided by the Google, and you can simply find out on the Google. Just go to Google and search Google Colab. Now, what I have done is, uh, what is the
Vikalji,
benefit
your
of this Google
PPT
Colab? Even we
is
don't need.
frozen. Your PPT is frozen.
Oh, just give me a moment, sir.
No issue, no issue.
Sir, I am sharing my PPT.
Are
Now
you
you are
moving
able
the
to see the
slides?
screen of no. Yes,
We are
I am in the
seeing the
slides.
first.
I'm showing the
We
PPT
are,
actually.
yeah, we are seeing the first slide.
So Vikal, you just
I am
share your
I'm
window. Just share your screen. The whole screen you share, then you can see the PPT. If you are sharing the window only, we cannot see.
I
Okay.
am on the entire screen. I am sharing my
Yes.
entire
Share
screen.
your screen. Yes.
Just give me a moment. Let me just share again.
Take your time. Just share your screen, not window.
I hope now it is visible.
There is a
Is it
PDF file
visible?
is there. It is PDF file is there.
Actually, my internet is quite
Come to the
slow.
PPT. Come to the
Let me
PPT.
just give me. Okay, I am on the PPT now.
Vikalji, if you have an internet connectivity issue, you can switch off your camera and then give the presentation.
Okay, sir.
Now
So,
we can see your
is it?
PPT.
So basically, what I was saying is, Google Colab has a variety of benefits. Means whenever we are dealing with Python, we don't need to install in that Python in our system, and even we don't need to learn Google Colab. We don't need to learn any pre-learning. The beauty of it is install all the software is in Google Drive only. So we need to just if you want to, let's say, share the code with Rohit ji and Shubham ji. So what I will do, I will simply share the link created by using Colab, and he or she will able to do the same by again by using the same link. So what I have done, I have simply used the Chat GPT to what I have done. I have uploaded this single PDF, and after multiple attempts, I have created this code in Google Colab, and you will see here is the Google Colab code which I have achieved from the Chat GPT. And the beauty is why I'm using Google Colab. Another beauty is, let's say if something is missing, like if next time if the code is not working, I can directly correct the code from the Gemini also. Let's say if I am facing any issue or any line, so what I can say, I can simply say fix the issue, and it will simply fix the issue, and this code again is going to work. So now what I'm going to do, I am going to upload this PDF and going to create a aging from this. Sorry. from this Google Colab code. Now here is my PDF. Now I am already
Are you sharing your PPT only, or you are sharing? Vikal is there. Vikal is, I think, not active now.
Sir, I guess he has disconnected.
Vikal. Vikal, again share your screen.
I'm sorry.
Vikal, are getting my voice. Share your screen again.
Vikal, just click on
I have shared my
entire
screen. Sir, I have shared my screen.
Yeah, I'm not able to see. Anybody can see the screen?
No.
Now it's
Yes.
coming, Vikal
Now,
ji.
now.
Yes,
But
please.
it's again
Now it's
gone.
there. Now it's there. Actually, your internet connection is
I
very
have
slow. I think.
reshared it. I have
You are
reshared
sitting
it
somewhere
actually.
where there is no internet connection.
Actually, I'm sitting on the metro station.
Yeah, I can understand. You have to schedule like this now.
Okay. So what I have done is I have simply played this code, and what I need to do, I need to simply upload the PDF file over here, and it is taking. You can see it now. It is asking me PDF file. Now we can simply upload the PDF file. And let's say you have 300 debtors or creditors, so it is going to provide the aging with the correct figure. And if you will match the balance or creditor balance at the end of the year, so it will simply match. And you will see it has not taken more than 2 seconds to generate the report, and 4 pages has been converted into Excel file. And now let me just download. Now let me just open the Excel file also. So now you can see actually my I have find out the aging of 31st March 2026. So my all debtors are lying in the 1 year gap. If I'm going to change this to, let's say, 25, and I'm going to rerun the code. Now upload this. So again, the file has been downloaded. And you can see all debtors are less than 30 days in my cases. And you will see here I am going to here I am generating 3 reports. First is your aging. Second is detail analysis. Now let me just expand this. You can see this is the detail analysis. The Betty session house is dead outstanding 31 days. Other debtors is 30 days. Sunday debtor A is less than 1 days. And bucket summary is this one. Again, this is a frequency table. Here it is showing that in this amount we have 4 ledger showing in this aging. So that's how we can achieve anything with the Google Colab. Let me means what I have done with the Google Colab. Even now we don't need to go 11 labs and these kind of things. So all PDF can be read, or OCR PDF even can be read from this Google Colab. So this is it from my use case. Thank you. Now you can ask the question. So that's why I have taken less time because of the use of AI. If AI need not reducing the time of 10 minutes, then we can then how we can achieve the means score of AI.
Shubham, anything you want to ask?
Yes. My first question to Vikalji, actually, what you have built, whether can it be done by Tally itself? I think Tally has the inbuilt feature of showing data aging or creditor aging in the Tally itself. If the input is proper.
Sir, yes, but if input is not proper, then this aging will surely help you, because
Okay.
most of our parties are posting entries on own account. So
Mm-hmm.
we are not able to find out bill by bill. So in that case, we are simply facing the issues in aging. So then now you can
Okay.
see in this case, we have simply created aging, and the last moment aging, it is much faster than your Tally. Even I have tried the 400 account from my Tally. It is working fine actually.
Can you just show the uploaded PDF, the PDF you uploaded in the Google Colab?
Let me show
And
you.
again, my same question to you is regarding accuracy. Can you just
Yes.
give me?
Let me
Yeah, yes.
let me just show you all the figures. So this is my first
Hmm.
party, which is Debtor session house, and the closing balance is
Hmm.
9440.
Okay.
Debtor session house closing balance is 9440. Negative means it is credit. If the balance is positive, if the balance is debit, so it is going to show the positive balance.
Okay.
So the second party is Misho BWC, and the again closing balance is negative 21242.18, 21242.18. Because we are using Python, indirectly Python, there is no question of hallucination over here. And you can see closing balance 121,669.11, 21669.11, and here we have debtors of the last debtor, and you can see there is no transaction at all in this case. Here we have some opening balances and bank transaction. Here we have only IGST transaction, and here we have again IGST transaction. So I have mixed up the accounts,
Okay.
and you can see the 2.5 lakh, and here we have 2.5 lakh. So that's how it's going to show.
So as compared to ChatGPT or any other models, is Google Colab, according to you, safer than that models?
Sir, Google Colab is not actually AI. Google Colab is
Okay.
a version, is an online version of Python. So what we are
Okay.
doing, we are simply taking the code from the like VBA. We are we are
Mm-hmm.
simply taking the code from the ChatGPT or AI model and pasting the code over here on the Google
Mm-hmm.
Colab. And let's say if in future we are stuck in anywhere, we can simply ask the we can take the help directly from the AI here, which is provided by the Gemini. So it is a Python integrated with AI model.
No, my question was regarding that since whenever we upload anything to ChatGPT or any other model, we redact our PDF and we redact the sensitive part of the PDF.
Understood?
Whereas while uploading to the Google Colab, you have not redacted anything. That
Yes,
Gajendra
because
says and we
sir,
show everything is appearing
there is actually a
in
reason
your
behind it.
PDF.
There is a reason behind it. Actually, it is using my Google Drive space. So whenever you are when I'm sending an email to you or someone else, so my email is again private. So again, whenever it is using my Google Drive space, again private. So I don't need to redact. Even it says if you are asking a code from ChatGPT to redact PDF, it is going to provide the code to redact PDF. I am redacting my all PDF from Google Colab only.
Got it. Over to you, Rohit ji.
Hi, Vikal. So, two questions just here. Why you are using ChatGPT when Gemini is there in Colab? So, I think you say ki, we had directly use Gemini into that Colab, right? So,
Sir,
there is no
basically,
need of to using
the,
ChatGPT. Yes.
sir,
Second thing
basically
is,
the reason behind it, actually I'm addicted to ChatGPT, not the Gemini.
okay,
This is
so
only the
you
reason.
start using Gemini also because why you are using two tools when it's not required. Second thing is also, then you said ki, can we do it this offline? If you want to go with offline, you want to create a exe file on this. How you can do this? I don't want to go with the
Sir,
Google Colab. I will not
actually we need
want to upload.
this is the online version, so it can't work with the offline tool. So for
Nahin,
that
why
we need
not?
to, so
So
for that there is a Python software. We need to install the Python software for that.
okay. So I will just tell you the thing. The thing is, this is the code compiler. The Google Colab is code compiler. It's not just for the Python. You can do anything for that, and there's no need to upload any library and all. It is all inbuilt libraries also into this Google Colab. You
Understood, sir.
can also do the offline. Also, this is the code. You can just download your Python into your system and just create an exe file. There is no need to provide anything to your Google or any other drive and all. You do it into your offline model. So just there is a CMD command also. You heard about CMD commands, how to create exe files.
Sir, if we are chartered accountant, see, personally, I have a fear to install any software from the internet. So I generally don't. I generally avoid that in my practice because
Okay, no problem. But you are happy
interrupts my
with
EM
to
signer.
if you are happy to provide data to Google, it is okay.
Sir, nothing is private actually. Even your emails are not private.
Then it's
Sending
okay.
your email from the
Then it's okay.
Google.
Then it's okay. Then it's okay. Okay, got my point. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Vikal.
Thank you so much,
Okay.
Vikal ji. Yes, Rishi sir. So